Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about my experience working alone, like working solo for the very first time in the NHS. If you want to hear more about this, stick with me. Hi, welcome back. So, the NHS is a place where everything you do matters. Like everything you do as a nurse, as a midwife, as a doctor, it matters. Excuse me. Like, for instance, you give a medication to a patient. Say you serve a medication to a patient, you're going to sign it with your name. You're going to, document that it was you that did this thing. And if, for instance, tomorrow something happens to that patient, there was a medication error or anything, your pin is going to go in for it, and it might make you to lose your license and all that thing. I know this is what is done in other parts as well, but this place is really, really intense. Like, it reflects on everything you do as a medical professional. So one has to be very, very careful, and that's why they make it so easy for us that if you are a newly employed person, they don't allow you to do something they've not trained you in. You understand? The NHS doesn't allow you to do something they've not particularly trained you in. You can have the necessary training at home. You can be an overqualified person, you can be a teacher, you can be a professor, but once you get here, you're going to receive the same training here in the UK. They're going to teach you how to do that particular skill. Say cannulation or anything, for instance. Okay, back home in Nigeria, I used to, like, I'm kind of like an expert in cannulation. I love cannulation very well. Like, I love cannulation so much. But when I came here, I have to receive the training, cannulation training again, and I was given a certificate that okay, I'm qualified to I'm qualified to cannulate a patient. You understand? So they want to make sure that they are very sure that you've gotten the necessary training in this thing, so that when something happens tomorrow, they will know that at least they've trained you in it. You understand? I think it's actually a good thing. It's actually a good thing, if you ask me, because it kind of protects your pain from unnecessary mistakes and errors and all those things. When you're employed as a newly qualified, like, say you are employed from Nigeria, from any country, into the NHS, they are going to give you the necessary trainings, like I said, give you skills, make sure that you're competent, you have the necessary skills, give you training in every aspect of nursing or midwifery care or medical practice or whatever. Whether you're a doctor or anything, they are going to train you afresh, train you gradually afresh, and make sure that you're duly competent before you are allowed to take over patient care, before you're allowed to do that thing in the ward. You understand? You're going to be working. No, you are going to be working. When you are employed, you are going to be working. But before you start carrying out nursing tasks, you start carrying out midwifery tasks, you're going to be doing all those basic things in the world, like normal things that doesn't involve a patient, that doesn't directly reflect on the patient. Okay, for instance, when I was employed as a band 5 midwife, I was, before I got all my trainings, before I did my OSCE exams and all the rest, I was working as a support worker in the ward. I'm a midwife, but I was working as a support worker in the ward, not like supporting patient care, not doing, I was not allowed to do anything related to midwifery or midwife or the woman at all. Like, I wasn't allowed to, because I have not been trained in it. They are not going to allow you to do anything you've not been trained by the NHS, if you understand what I mean. So that's it. For that, during the period of your training and gaining your competencies and all that, you're going to be shadowing other qualified midwives, other qualified nurses, depend on who you are or what you're working as. You're going to be shadowing other qualified people and gradually building your skills, gaining your competencies and your confidence as well, because they want to make sure that you're confident in doing this particular thing. So you're going to gradually be working with people. You're not allowed to do it yet, but you'll be seeing how they're doing it and gaining the competencies for it. So that's how it works around here. So back to my gist. I've been doing this for a while. So when I was finally able to do this thing myself, like, I was finally able to allowed to, not able to, like allowed to, take over patient care. Like they said, this patient is for you, handle the care. You understand? You don't want to know the joy I felt that day, God. That joy that comes with finally being able to put into practice everything you've been learning. Man, you can't compare it with anything in this life. Like, it's so surreal. Like, it's so Jesus Christ. I was almost bursting with joy that very day. I was so happy. I was so happy. Like, I felt like a newly graduated student, a student that just graduated from school and, wants to start working in the world and in the hospital environment. I was so happy. And it actually felt nice. It actually went so well and I enjoyed every bit of it. And 12-hour shift became like 5-hour shift for me. It became like, it was so short. We worked 12 hours, but it was so short that it was not like 5 hours for me. I was enjoying every bit of it. Even when it was time for me to take my own break, I couldn't take my break very well. I just rushed my food and went back again. Like, I want to continue. I want to do this thing more. I was so happy. Like, the joy that comes with it is really something that is worth it, is worth every moment of it. I don't know if you've ever felt a joy like this before, if you've ever, been planning to do something or be preparing to do something and then you're finally able to do the thing. How did you feel when you were in that situation? Let me know in the comment section, and thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.